guys, welcome back to another episode on Cece on the Road. Today's special guest is Vita VonStarr. How are you doing today?
I feel righteous and awakened. Thanks for asking.
Of course. I'm so excited to see your match later on.
I'm excited to be here again, actually. This is probably my third or fourth time at Test of Strength, and probably second time in this building, and first time working Karen Bam Bam. So I'm excited to put on a show for you guys.
Nice. So, Vita, how long have you been wrestling now?
I would say probably going on 8.5, 9 years training. I've been wrestling on shows probably 5 or 6 years at this point. I had done a couple gimmicks prior to becoming Vita VonStarr. So Vita probably came into existence around March of 2019.
Oh, nice. So, how did you get into it then?
How did I get into wrestling? I had known a bunch of girlfriends of mine had started training, actually, and it was all girls I knew from like punk rock, skateboarding, and very artsy scene. And we were originally just gonna start training to do promos and beat each other up in between bands and stuff like that. Very, very punk rock DIY. So I was like, yeah, I'm all about that. Once I started training, though, I got hooked right away on the training because I have an acrobatic background and stuff too. So like the athletic part of it was, like super familiar and like awesome to me to just like roll around a ring and like jump over people and stuff. And then it was just always a constant learning experience too. So, just never stop learning more and never stop growing as an athlete and a performer. So
Nice. So, since you've been around for a while, do you have a favorite fiction?
a favorite fiction,
Yes.
like an angle.
Yes.
Well, I would say, my favorite angle that I was a part of was definitely the 2-year feud that I had in Ring of Honor between Vincent and the Righteous and Matt Taven and the Kingdom. And I got to do some really cool stuff in that angle. But storytelling is super important. I feel like that's kind of what draws us, sometimes more so than the matches. So
Nice. What is the best promotion you've wrestled for?
that's a hard question. I don't like to single anybody out. I've worked for a ton of great companies, honestly. Oh my God, so many to name. I mean, Test of Strength, on here. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, they're not too far away, and those guys are awesome too. CCW, I was the champion there for a while, and I'm starting to work my way back to the championship there. We've done a bunch of really awesome angles there too. Not just angles that I was a part of, but that's a really solid roster of women that's doing cool stuff over there. So there's almost too many to name, but
Yeah. So, who would be your dream opponent?
my dream opponent. I know people always ask this, but the answer changes depending. It's like a day-to-day thing. But
Right.
I always thought it would be cool to have a match with Thunder Rosa. Getting in the ring with some of the legends like Trish or Lita would be like a dream come true. So many. Yeah, it depends on the day.
So, switching gears a bit, what is your hobby outside of wrestling?
I have many hobbies. I don't like to get bored, so I just have to be constantly fidgeting with something. But a lot of my hobbies have become my profession, to be honest. So, like, I consider myself an artist, in multiple ways, as far as like a performing artist, but I'm also a visual artist too. I went to art school, and now I just design my own T-shirts and flyers and stuff like that. Art and music, I've been like music was never the thing that I tried to do professionally. That I would say that's probably more my hobby most of all, because it was just always like something that I never like put any pressure on, and just was there just like chill out and relax with. So
Right. So, I've noticed you have an acrobatic background, right?
mm-hmm.
So, how did you get into the aerial hoop?
I've lived in Philadelphia for a while, and we have a well-known circus school there. I was actually a coach there for 10 years or so. But I started out as a student there, like just recreationally, and it's kind of same thing with wrestling, where I just like got hooked right away. Being up in the air and flipping around just feels like really natural. So yeah, I was a student for a short time there, and then just because I was a gymnast when I was a kid and stuff, so I just started performing pretty early on as far as like making it into a career.
That seems so cool. Well, that's a wrap. I wish you luck in your match.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.